Dear guests, dear direct selling colleagues, hoş geldiniz, welcome. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to express sincere thanks to all of you for being here with us today. I hope you will join me in agreeing that a city like Istanbul, the only one in the world that exists on two different continents, is the ideal place to host a conference with the theme of East meets West. After the decision of the World Federation in 2008 in Singapore, where Istanbul was designated as the next location for the World Federation's first regional conference, we as Turkish DSA rolled up our sleeves and went to work very diligently to make sure that this event will be a success for all of you. Dear guests, Turkey today is a very dynamic young country. We have shown very good development from all aspects in recent years. And the same would apply for direct selling industry as well. Therefore, hosting this conference in our country as our DSA is quite an important step for us. In the conference, we have organized 6 different panels, subjects that are all very relevant to our industry. And participants are key influential people from our industry, as well as some esteemed experts from outside other sectors. I hope that you will find the contents of these panels worthy of your time of coming here and make valuable information from it. Also, I would like to encourage you to enjoy the social side of our program, which also is aligned to our theme of East meeting West. First night, we will be in the West. Second night, we will go to the first night will be in the East, second night will go to the West. So I hope you will have a pleasant experience enjoying those programs as well. Before I finalize my words, I want to say sincere thanks to my colleagues in the organizing committee, in the Turkish Direct Selling Association, deep esteemed speakers, panelists who accepted to participate in our conference, but above all, the thanks go to all of you for taking time and spending these few days with us and sharing this experience with us. I sincerely hope you will find it worthwhile and enjoy our city, enjoy our country. Thank you very much. Before I introduce our next speaker, I have some telegraphs that I need to share with you, starting from our Minister of Customs and Trade, Minister Hayati Yazıcı, who had accepted our invitations to give the keynote address. But for those of you, if you take a look at the newspapers today, there's a very important vote in our parliament today regarding really a crucial decision of some military issues of Turkey. So mandate was given that nobody is to leave Ankara outside, so he apologized for not being here. We have his best wishes for the conference. We also have best wishes from our Minister of European Integration and Chief Negotiator, Minister Barış, for success. We have best wishes from our Governor, Mr. Hüseyin Avni Mutlu. And the list is quite big, so I will just briefly say we have received best wishes from all the MEPs of City of Istanbul, our mayors, and they're all saying that they're very grateful for our guests to be here with us in Istanbul at this important event. Now, if you excuse me, I would like to invite the chairman of the Turkish Direct Selling Association, Mr. Tayfun Ergün, to make his welcoming remarks. Thank you.
Değerli konuklar, değerli katılımcılar, Dünya Doğrudan Satış Dernekleri Federasyonu ve Türkiye Doğrudan Satış Derneği'nin İstanbul'da ortaklaşa düzenlediği Doğu ile Batı'nın buluşması bölgesel konferansına hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Öncelikle böyle önemli bir konferansa ev sahipliği yapmaktan ve böylesi bir organizasyonun parçası olmaktan Türkiye Doğrudan Satış Derneği olarak büyük bir mutluluk ve gurur duymaktayız. Doğrudan satış ülkemizde yerel bazı firmalar tarafından 1970'lerde daha çok kitap ve ansiklopedi satışıyla başlamıştır. Daha sonra ulusal ve uluslararası firmalar kozmetikten kişisel bakıma, zinde yaşam ve beslenme destek ürünlerinden ev bakım ürünleri ve ev gereçlerine kadar birçok ürün grubuyla Türkiye pazarına ve sektöre girmişlerdir. Türkiye'de doğrudan satış sektörü bugün tüketicilerin ürünün ve hizmetin kendi ayaklarına gelmesini tercih etmeleriyle her geçen gün büyümekte ve gelişmektedir. Bunun da ötesinde doğrudan satış sektörü her gün yüz binlerce insana esnek iş olanağı sağlamakta ve dünyada olduğu gibi Türkiye'de de serbest girişim faaliyetlerini desteklemekte ve gelişmesini sağlamaktadır. Birçok sektörde olduğu gibi Türkiye'de de insanların doğrudan satış sektörüne girmek istemelerindeki ilk sebep gelir sağlamak istemeleridir. Ancak para tek motivasyon aracı değildir. Erkekleri esnek çalışma koşullarının yanında kendi işlerini kurma olanağı da doğrudan satış sektörüne çekmektedir. Diğer taraftan kadınlar da kendi işinin sahibi olmanın yanında esnek çalışma koşullarından ve doğrudan satışın sosyal etkileşiminden keyif almaktadırlar. Ben doğrudan satışın 21. yüzyılın sektörü olduğunu düşünüyorum. Sadece günümüzün değil, geleceğin de işi olduğunu düşünüyorum. Ve Türkiye'de doğrudan satışın önümüzdeki yıllarda büyümesini artırarak sürdüreceğini ve milyonlarca kişiye ek gelir ya da tam zamanlı bir iş fırsatı sağlayacağına inanıyorum. İşte bu 2 gün sürecek konferansımızda da geleceği bu kadar parlak olan bu sektör ile ilgili son derece önemli konular hakkında paneller olacak. Bu panellerde doğrudan satış sektörü değerlendirilecek, tüketicinin korunması, geleceğe yönelik trendler, doğrudan satışın potansiyeli ve dünya çapındaki sosyoekonomik faydaları görüşülecek, yeni ufuklar ve yeni fırsatlar üzerinde durulacaktır. Sözlerimin sonuna gelirken, bu konferansın düzenlenmesinde emeği geçen, katkısı olan herkese ve özellikle Türkiye Doğrudan Satış Derneği üyesi Avon, Amway, Dore, Herbalife, LR Kozmetik, Niken, Nuskin, Oriflame ve Tupperware şirketlerine gönülden teşekkür ederim. Tüm konukların, tüm katılımcıların yeni kazanımlar elde edeceği mükemmel ve keyifli bir konferans dilerim. Teşekkür ediyorum, saygılarımı sunuyorum.
Dear guests, now I would like to invite World Federation Chairman, CEO of Avon Cosmetics, Ms. Andrea Zhang, for her keynote address to the podium.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Istanbul and to this conference. It's an honor and a privilege to be with you today as we come together as an industry and reflect on a lot of progress that we've made, just to review our priorities and plan the road ahead. I just do have to begin by acknowledging the outstanding work of the Turkish DSA in organizing this meeting so flawlessly. Thank you and thanks to the support of the Turkish DSA, direct selling in this market has been growing at an extraordinarily rapid pace. Almost 18% growth between 2009 and 2010. Today, more than 650,000 distributors and representatives right here in Turkey. So there is so much untapped opportunity ahead. I also think that the choice of Turkey as the site for this meeting is very, very important and very appropriate given its unique status at the crossroads of both the developed and the developing worlds. East meets West, the theme of the conference, and in so many ways the growth of the direct selling industry here in Turkey is a window to our collective future. I also want to acknowledge and thank everyone here for joining us. So many of you have traveled from such far distances. I think the level of participation and excitement I am sensing and we are sensing is a very positive sign about the unity of our industry, which I believe is greater than it's ever been before. This is a very especially poignant and reflective moment for me as I come to the end of my 3-year tenure as the World Federation DSA chairman. I have certainly felt very blessed to have had the wonderful opportunity and privilege to lead this great industry over the last 3 years. I'm very, very proud of the team that's worked with me, to the progress that we've made over the 3 years. And I think we have weathered a complex and shifting macroeconomic environment, that's to be sure. Yet somehow we've retained our focus and our pride in our industry and our sense of our purpose, and most importantly, our optimism about the future. From a macroeconomic perspective, I think we all read the headlines. We have certainly been facing some major headwinds. We emerged from the first wave of that global crisis, which began in late 2008, only to be battered again recently with the possibility of a double-dip recession and certainly lots of pressures here in Europe. The developed markets of North America and Europe have undoubtedly been hit the hardest, with fragile growth, a lot of crippling government debt, rising unemployment, and waning consumption. However, the developing markets have been affected as well. They've had inflationary headwinds and the impact of residual monetary tightening. The added pressures from the tsunami in Japan, rising oil prices and commodity costs, they've only compounded the economic distress. So it's not a beautiful picture out there in the world right now, and yet, for the most part, our industry has held its own. We have significantly outpaced retail growth in both 2009 and 2010. 3 years ago, we were a $114 billion global industry. And at the end of last year in 2010, that number had risen 12% to over $130 billion, based on the strong performances of many of the companies to date. So that is great. And what we're hearing, we're looking at another year of growth in 2011. Equally impressive, I'm sure, to all of us is our growth in global distributor force. That is up 18% to almost from $65 million in 2008 to almost $90 million in 2010. So that's an exciting number. And that is still growing. To be sure, much of this growth is coming from the developing world. But for the most part, Europe and North America are holding their own with some standout individual country and company performances and many exciting new startups. So our industry is successfully weathering the economic pressures better than most. 3 years ago, when I decided to make the decision and lead World Federation DSA, I did so because I personally really believe that in the wake of a worldwide crisis, the entrepreneurial energy of direct selling presented a unique business opportunity as well as the powerful global solution to the world's challenges, and I know you all feel the same way I do. And today, in 2011, I believe that ever more strongly. This past year, the International Labor Organization projects a global unemployment rate of 6.1%. That's equivalent to